Hey there, I'm Katie Cowan and this is the Creative Boom podcast. How you all feeling this week? I'm actually feeling a lot better. Despite an uncertain future and some of the things that are going on in the world right now, I feel very hopeful. I think my chat with Sophie and Mono last week really cheered me up and got me back into the zone. And also this week's episode with an old friend who I'll now introduce. Dan Silverstone started out as a graphic designer at a safe council job before he found the courage to leave and join Grin in Birmingham. It was there that he developed his creative skills, becoming a senior designer and later art director for the creative studio, whose clients include HSBC and Knight Frank. Today, with 10 years experience behind him, Dan specialises in motion and loves to indulge in lots of side projects under the pseudonym Picker. As I said, I've known Dan for years, but only online, so this is the first time we see each other's faces. Here's our fun and happy chat from early June. Dan, it's awesome to see you.
Hello.
Like, finally see you.
Finally, we get to see each other, finally. After all this time of us chatting on the socials and never seeing your lovely face, I finally get to see your lovely face.
You finally get to give me shit in person.
I'll give you shit in person, yeah. I think like we started chatting, I was like talking about how much you post about your house and how many pictures you can take of a fireplace.
I know, you wind me up all the time. I just love my fireplace. What's wrong with that?
It is nice. It's an amazing house.
I do worry that I show off too much. And that, like, you know, it's very dull content for someone else, but I love my plants and I love the recent makeover I gave it just before Christmas, which cost me £40, by the way.
Oh, did it? Oh, okay.
It really did. I was bored and we didn't have a lot of money at the time because of Christmas, obviously. And I thought, right, I'm bored of this wallpaper that we inherited when we moved in here 5 years ago. And we'd literally just kept the same wallpaper for all that time. And I hate the wallpaper. And I said to Tom, why are we living with this wallpaper? Why do we just put up with it? And then one day, because I think he wanted somebody to come in that could do it properly, because he's very meticulous and very kind of, he likes things to be done properly by preferably somebody who knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let's just rip it up.
No, I'm the same.
It'll be fine.
I can't do it. I can't. I'm crap. I'm so crap at DIY. It's my partner, Emma. She's like, no, we'll do it. I'm thinking, I'm not. There are people like, you know, employed to do this kind of thing. I don't know how to do it. That's why they're in their profession and I'm in mine. I'm terrible at DIY. I could put up a shelf. Look, I've got these shelves, but like, there's nothing on them because I'm moving house.
Shelves.
Like my blank room, like outside of this area, this area's all zen. Outside, just over there, it's just chaos. I've just got boxes and all sorts of crap everywhere. But yeah, DIY. No.
Is that your current house that you're moving out of?
Yeah. So we've got a week left until we're moving out, but we've been ferrying stuff back and forward, and it's just manic.
Where are you moving from and to?
Yeah, so I'm in Sutton at the moment, in Sutton Four Oaks at the moment, and then
we're very posh.
Oh yeah, I don't believe the hype. But I'm moving to Bilston. It's like quite a
step up.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a bigger house, and I'll get to have a den. So that'll be quite cool. So I can be all creative in my den, which is ace. So I'm looking forward to that.
The Dan cave.
Yeah, man, the Dan cave.
What's it? What does it? You know, how do you envision this magnificent room?
It's not, well, first of all, it's not that big, but it'll look cool. There won't be like neon everywhere. That's reserved for my computer. And then, no, it'll look cool. I've actually got I've got so many books and so many frames and so many prints. I don't think I've got the wall space for them, so everything's going to bleed out of the room and just going to have to go around the house and stuff, because I've just been collecting things, getting excited, and then I thought, I haven't really got the wall space for this or anything, but I'm going to try and get everything up there. I'm looking forward to it though.
It's the creative's dilemma, isn't it? It's like we never have enough wall space.
No. And then
Never.
And then I'm online and then I see something online. I'm like, right, okay. Oh, did you do that in a print? Okay, yeah. Start chatting to them. Can you send me a print? Yeah, brilliant. And I think I'm just collecting all this stuff, and I'm like, I've got nowhere to put this now, but I want it. But I want it all. Yeah.
Absolutely. And so you can't put it around the rest of the house. Is Emma quite particular about what goes where?
No, actually, she's been looking at some of the prints I've been getting. She's been like, oh, that can go like, in the stairwell, that can go there. And I'm thinking, no, it's all going to go, so all of it's going to fit in my den. But no, she likes some of it as well. Yeah, there's some stuff she'll be like, no, that's not going anywhere near me. And the other stuff's like, yeah, she's cool with it.
Oh, that's fantastic. What on earth is that
noise?
What's that noise? It's my neighbour doing some drilling. This always happens to me. It's been peaceful all week, and then I do my podcast, and then you start getting that.
Are they shouting though?
I wonder what they're doing. No, they're drilling something.
Sounds like they're trapped in a box.
Well, he was putting up a bird box in the garden yesterday. Oh. That sounded a little bit cheeky, didn't it? Anyway, we'll carry on.
Okay.
This is what's happened with lockdown. It's like, did you ever kind of suffer with perfectionism before COVID-19? Because I did, and I found that actually, even though it's horrific what's been happening, it's actually, I've been seeing the silver linings, and one of them has been that I've embraced the mistakes, the muck-ups. I released a podcast this morning with Michael Place from Studio Build.
Yeah, I saw.
And I wasn't going to release it because it was like, there was literally a walkie-talkie that kept cutting in sometimes. And you could just hear this guy in it saying, we're lifting the cranes now.
What, serious?
It's very strange.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
That's so annoying.
So it's kind of, I've been sort of embracing the non-perfection and just so, okay, a drill might start during our chat, or, the doorbell might go, or the children next door might start running riot in the street. It's just,
this is
that's
it.
life, isn't it?
Exactly. That is life. And this is the reality of it as well. So even when Em, when she's working as well, she's a community psychiatric nurse, and she's had to talk to clients on the phone with really serious issues, and then you'll have like Evan or Leela, my son and my daughter, just screaming in the background. But then she just carries on, and they're on the other end of the phone going, "Oh, it's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine," because everyone's in the same boat, aren't they? And so this is the reality of it.
Exactly.
And there's nothing wrong with a bit of like odd noise here and there. I think it's fine. I think it adds character.
Yeah, exactly. And now going back to your den, are you going to sort of do what I'm thinking of doing to my little office so I can, do these podcasts a little bit more professionally, and like put egg boxes all over the walls and make it completely soundproof?
Yeah, do you know what? Actually, yeah, because we were in our kitchen yesterday, and it was everything's echoey in there because there's no furniture or what have you. But I thought about that as well. I don't know how effective they're going to be. I don't know. I keep thinking about that scene in People Just Do Nothing where you got your buddy G and he's just like using literal egg boxes on the walls. I might just try that and just paint
apparently
them.
It works.
Does it?
Yeah, well, I'm not an expert in sound, but there'll be people listening to
there
this
you
and
go.
shaking their heads and going, goodness sake. But yeah, I mean, we've talked for what, 5 or 10 minutes, and we've not even mentioned what you do.
I know. Okay.
So it would make, like, for the benefit of the listeners who don't know who you are, and frankly, how could they not, but you're a motion designer, aren't you?
I am. I'm a motion designer. I'm an art director at an agency called Grin during the day, and then in the night I'm like a vigilante motion designer director by night.
Awesome.
Yeah. So a lot of my work as well, even though I'm an art director at Grin, is motion based. A lot of my work's been motion based for the last 2 or 3 years, and so I just decided to carry on. Like, I wanted to know more about motion design as well. So I took it by myself to just like learn more, like, in the dark, after hours and stuff like that. And and I love it. I absolutely love motion design. I love it. So I started off as a senior designer at Grin. It depends on how far back we're going to go, but I'll just go that far back.
Well, we don't want to hint how old you are, do we?
3,
you're as old as me, aren't you? Are you old as me?
How old are you?
Oh God, now I'm going to end up insulting
Right,
you, aren't
okay.
I'm 21. No, I'm joking.
You are okay. Can I guess? No, actually, no. That's the thing I want to.
Yeah, no, guess. Don't. No, I'm completely chilled out like that. Guess.
Okay.
I will not be offended at all.
I'm 38. I think you're 38 as well.
Oh, look at your face.
Fuck.
I'm 42 this August.
Are you really?
I am.
Are you serious?
Serious.
Damn, girl.
Do you know what it is? It's the lockdown pounds. I've put on so much weight that it's filled out my face and just sort of ironed out any wrinkles.
You look good, man.
I put on half a stone. I've been comfort eating. We've been having pizza. We've been having every kind of takeaway food you can imagine, supporting all the local restaurants. Because, like, at the end of the day, I don't know about you.
I like that, supporting the local restaurants.
Yeah,
that's how
absolutely.
That's how you frame it.
That's how I'm justifying
that's how I'm justifying not cooking.
I know, we're so drained at the end of every day with everything that's going on in the world. We're like,
oh well, I can't.
Are you going to cook tonight?
I couldn't possibly make dinner.
We are being a bit better this week, actually. We have managed to get a food delivery, and we've planned. There's a really good book. I can't remember the name of it, but it was sent to me by my mum. Thanks, Mum. And it's just a one tray bake thing.
Yeah.
So you just, very simple recipes, whack everything in, whack it in the oven. Fantastic. That's what we need right now.
Yeah, definitely.
So we've got 4 of those lined up for this week, and hopefully that'll improve my skin because I'm covered in spots and I need to lose a bit of weight. Anyway,
I had KFC 3 days in a row, so don't worry about it. In between houses, there's a KFC next to like my house.
Just now?
Yeah, just when I woke up, I didn't even have to. I just tilted my head and the bucket was there. No, like 3 days in a row because I was in between houses and there's one right there. So again and again, because I'm not eating it, like while I'm waiting for carpet fitters and all sorts, I think, well, there's a KFC down the road again and again and again. So I can't do it anymore now. That's bad.
It's open though, isn't it? After having been closed for ages.
Yeah, I know.
There's so many funny pictures that I'm seeing sometimes on Instagram and Twitter of mostly men just crying, eating like their favourite kind of takeaway food because they're finally able to have it. It's quite sweet. So you're moving. It's really stressful. You're going to get yourself a den.
Yes.
And you've been an art director for a couple of years now.
For about 3 about
we were
3
talking
years
about
ago.
how old we were, weren't we? We could keep going off on tangents.
I know,
it's your
sorry.
fault. You brought up chicken.
I know, sorry.
Fried chicken. The thought of fried chicken is just kind of
Sorry. We're going to get anywhere. We're not going to get anywhere.
No, probably not.
Just talk rubbish.
This is the problem I have.
Oh, shit.
But this is the problem I have.
As long as I'm not
Everybody
editing
I've
this,
done
I
a
don't
podcast
care.
with. Well, I'm not editing it either. I'm supporting another small business, so don't worry about it.
I love that. I'm supporting another small business. Do my stuff. Make my food.
Exactly.
Amazing.
God, I sound terrible, don't I? No. So lazy. So yeah, we were talking about how you sort of got to where you are now and the agency that you're working at, Grin. You were senior designer before that, and then you sort of fell in love with motion and you've kind of gone down this path. Do you get to do a lot of motion as an art director at Grin? Yeah,
actually, quite a lot of the time. It's never ending. So like, we'll have these jobs come through, and then it'll be a case of, okay, we need a script written. So I'll jump off whatever I'm working on, and then I'll start writing a script or working with the client to write a script, and then it'll go back and forth. And then in between that, I'll jump onto something else. But then the motion always comes back in to the point where it's just been solid motion for like the last two years, really.
That's awesome. You talk a little bit about your process there. When I was a kid, I remember we got a PC and I just devoured all the different kind of software that was on it. And one of them was like, I can't remember, you probably know more than me, but one of them was you could animate, you could do little kind of drawings and bring them together and create an animation. Yeah. And I locked myself away in a little kind of my dad's tiny office and spent 6 hours creating this animation of a little stick figure falling off a boat into the water and somebody throwing him a life ring.
Where is it?
I don't know, because I'm 42 soon, and we don't keep those sorts of things, do we? I don't even have pictures of myself when I was like in my teens.
You do, yeah.
Sadly,
I've seen you post some really like ancient pictures.
Some really ancient pictures. Thanks, Dan. Keep it coming. Love it. It's all right. I grew up with this kind of stuff. I'm used to it. I've got a thick skin. It would be lovely to. But that's one of my favourite memories. So I always loved the idea of bringing a story together. Like, do you kind of like, I forgive my complete ignorance. Do you kind of like do a storyboard and bring it all together? Oh.
Yeah. So like the usual process is, you start with the script and like the script is like the backbone of the video essentially. So nothing really should go ahead, even though some things do go ahead without approval of the script. Because if you go back to the script, then it's almost like a pipeline. You have to go back to the script, then you have to storyboard everything back up. And then you have to start creating things and making assets. So you create the script, you get that approved, and it could be on the script, it could be anything that's like the visual copy lines on the screen, or it could be voiceover as well. And if it's a voiceover, we get a voiceover artist. We get 3 male, 3 female, usually different ages and what have you. And then the client chooses one of those, and then we go ahead with it. Which is why if the script changes, then the voiceover has to be re-recorded. It's just a mess as well. So we try and make sure that everything is just signed off on that script. And then once the script's done, I start annotating that script. So I'll start putting visual cues next to that script. And then from that point, I'll either create the storyboards myself or we'd use someone in the studio. We've got an illustrator in the studio, Jules, which is very good, which is awesome. And she just creates these really fast like script drawings as well based on my annotations. Send that back to the client, get that approved, and then we start building stuff. Whilst we're waiting for approval, I actually start building stuff anyway, because half of the time I'm thinking they're going to love it, it'll be fine, it'll be great, it'll be fine. So you have to start building these assets in Illustrator, and then you import those assets into After Effects and just start messing about with them then.
So creative.
Yeah, it's great, man. It's great. I absolutely love it. I came from working in the council like years ago. I worked at the council, and I was working as a designer in the council. It was like administrative stuff first, and then it's like started messing about with like design there. Look,
I can probably say it. You probably don't feel you can say it. It was probably pretty dull.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll say it. It was awful. It was awful. I mean, it's great.
Sorry,
No.
I
mean, it's great. The people there were great, and we had loads of fun and stuff. But we were so restricted. Sorry, we were so restricted.
A lot of red tape.
Absolutely. Like everything has to be like ridiculously legible. Like. There's just loads of red tape. There's just loads of things, and
but I bet you learned a lot from that experience, because it probably made you very disciplined in your process. Yeah,
it didn't. It turned me into a bit of a rebel, if I'm honest, because I was so sick of having to conform to all of these rules, which were only a box ticking exercise. And it was just getting me down, and I was thinking, I was worried at that time, like towards the end of that time, that I was just going to fall into this bubble, this council bubble where everything's sorted, your pension's sorted, and all this sort of thing. And even my mum was going like, you're like, stay at the council, you're set for life. And I thought, I can't stay here for the rest of my life. I just can't stay here. So that's.
Were you having nightmares at the end of it of like falling down a kind of big hole of? It was surrounded by all these floating council documents.
It was like, it was just like, it was too much. And luckily, I got them to pay for like a full-time, a part-time course in HND, which I'd done at Feed, which I'd done at the Feed studio in Birmingham at Millennium Point. And I'd done that for 3 years, which was a HND in graphic design, and I smashed that.
Amazing.
but it was
that freaked me out a little bit, by the way. Sorry, my listeners, when he said smash that, he literally threw his whole face right into the camera.
Sorry, I've had too much coffee.
Oh, I love it. No, I love it. It's lovely to to finally catch up, because the amount of times we've said we're going to meet up in Birmingham.
I know.
And we're going to have a laugh and we're going to go out for drinks and put the world to rights, and then it's just never really happened.
I know.
But you love, so you found your sort of calling in doing that HND, and then what happened after that? Where did you go following the council? Did you go freelance, or did you?
Yeah, I started.
Because weren't you freelance for a while?
Yeah, I was when I was freelancing at the same time as like working for the council. I don't know where the legalities lie within this, but I had to have an outlet.
Bit of moonlighting.
I know, yeah. I had to have some sort of outlet.
Of course.
Like creative outlet.
Side project.
Yeah, definitely. I was. It was great going to college like one day a week, like during that time at the council, and it just opened my eyes, and I was like, I need to get out of here. I need to leave the council. Like this isn't for me anymore. And so from that point, so after like the 3 years in, I started to freelance then a bit, and then I was still at the council. So after I've completed my course, I was still at the council, just like wondering what to do, and chatting to my mate Linz, and like we were like, she'd already secured herself a job at another agency, and then she got another job at another agency. I think there's two or three agencies she probably and then the one agency she went to work at was Grin, and so the creative director there had seen my stuff. I'd helped them out with a bit of motion as well for Art in the Heart for like the Birmingham museums, and they really liked my stuff, and then they wanted me to come in and have a chat and stuff. And I was like, I was still at this point as well, still like worried about leaving the security of this government job, this council job.
Yeah.
You just worry.
They want you to think that.
Yeah,
they
totally.
want you to feel like that. They brainwash you.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
exactly. I even had colleagues saying, the grass isn't always greener and all that sort of crap. And I was like, come on, I don't need to hear
that
this.
Because they're worried. Exactly, yeah. But they only say that because it's their own bias, isn't it? They're just reaffirming what they feel is right, and by you kind of going against the status quo, they kind of feel the need to attack what you're doing, and that makes them feel better. It's a kind of very basic psychology.
Yeah. I think so. I mean, like with all the best intentions and everything else, but they were just worried about me leaving what we had, and it was. And at that time as well, because I worked for the Community Safety Partnership, it was sort of, it was tied up with police and fire and what have you, and probation, and it was all starting to crumble a bit. I think like the whole council started to go down the pan a bit then. But yeah, anyway, I went to go and see Phil, the creative director at Grin, we just sat down and talked, and I was like, initially I was like, yeah, I'll get back in touch. I was very hard to get.
That's brilliant though.
And then he got me in again. I was like, right, okay, fuck it, let's do it. Okay, let's do it. And it's great.
Awesome.
And it was just like it was one of the best decisions I've ever made. It was like, yeah, it's great. It just to get me out of that environment and into the environment where it just felt right, and I could I could stretch my legs like with creativity and stuff like that. It was great. And then it hasn't stopped since then. So it's like senior designer then, and there wasn't much motion as well, so I was doing a lot of print work as well at that stage. But I'd always have After Effects running in the background. I'd always be playing and tinkering with it and stuff like that. And then clients would ask us, can we do animation? So then it's just I always find the best way to figure out if you can just do something is just to jump straight into it. And even if it's a deep end,
definitely.
The deep end's great. You're just like, oh my god, and then by the end of it, you panic, and you've done it. You're like, oh my god, I've done it. Let's do it again. And that's how it's ended up. So I've just carried on.
Yeah, a lot of people will be listening to this and they'll be thinking, yeah, it's time I left my job and went and did something more creative, and kind of, just went for it, because it takes a lot of courage to make that initial change and go and do something brand new, especially if you kind of coasted for a little while. Yeah. But I think, I don't know if I heard it somewhere or read somewhere, but it was a really lovely bit of wisdom. It was like, when you know that you've become too comfortable, it's time to change.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that completely.
Got to push forward.
Yeah, you got to.
Okay, so we've talked about all the career stuff, all the boring stuff. winding
boring.
you up. I want it boring, man.
Going.
No, I'm joking. No, it's great. Honestly,
boring.
If I could have another career, shut up. Next. See, I can get my own back. But, you know, I've always been very jealous of anybody who works in the film industry or like does, you know, makes things come to life and tells a story through kind of motion, through moving image. Maybe that is something that could be my next thing.
Yeah.
Because I've been doing Creative Boom for 11 years.
Yeah.
And even though I love it still and I enjoy it, there are times when I think, right, what else could I do? What more could I do? Where am I going after this? Am I going to be doing this forever? So, you know, I'm thinking, and that's why I'm being a real nosy, you know. Yeah. I was going to say something. I'm being so nosy with people at the moment because I'm like, why did you go into that route? And what was it about motion that really interested you? Because motion, again, is something that a lot of designers are talking about at the moment. It's become this kind of trend in the design industry, but not a trend per se. It's something that's very necessary. UX design, making things move, very, very subtle UX design, making things move on a page, on a web page.
Definitely.
On apps, you know, it's a really great skill to have. So if you're a designer out there and listening to this, Dan, what would you say? Would you say as a sort of art director at a leading agency that it's an important thing
absolutely, yeah,
for people to add to their skill set?
Yeah, absolutely. I think and this isn't doing print a disservice or anything like that, but I've always said if you can create something and it looks amazing, and then if you make that something move, it's just you've added like another complete dynamic to it. And definitely. I think motion, when done right, when done well, is I think it can be like really engaging, a lot more so than a static image. And I'm not, again, like I don't want to come across the same like print is like rubbish or anything. Sorry if you can hear my kids screaming.
Those kids are great. So, I want to go and join in.
No, sorry. Don't
worry.
My kids would disagree. They're like, no, print isn't dead. But yeah. I think it just adds an extra level. It's just a lot more engaging. I think like it's just a lot more fun as well. Like I always have fun with it as well. So if you create something like I can always look at something and just think, okay, well, even if it's like a logo, for example, as well, like just looking at the way in which the logo's formed and then pops out and then disappears and stuff like that. I think if you've got something like that, you've hooked the client like straight away. I think what I tend to do as well, if we have, sorry.
Who's coming in then? Was that Emma?
No. It was so I've got Evan downstairs like playing with his Lego and like Leela's just screaming at him.
I like that they're playing with Lego.
Yeah. He loves it. It's so good. What were we talking about? Yeah, sorry. I
can't remember now.
So we've had clients before where they've asked for one specific thing, and it's like, well, okay, but if we tack motion onto this, if we add a bit of motion to this, don't tell them that we're sending it over and just say, look, oh, by the way, we've done this. It just speaks volumes. It's also like, oh, we've not seen our brand in this light before, and like, yeah, it's just it's like an extra. It's not only an extra thing to sort of like sell into the client, but it's just an extra way to tell the client how creative you can be with their brand. Emotions.
It just brings something to life.
Yeah, definitely. I keep thinking about this as well. I keep thinking about like because I'm like a sucker for like cyberpunk and all this sort of stuff, right? So like if you look at like Blade Runner. Like there's films like that, and everywhere is like dripping with advertising, right? I mean, it's not ideal, but I don't mind. That's kind of the world I want to live in. Fine, but everything, but there's nothing static. There's absolutely nothing static in any one of those adverts, and there's something about that which makes me think, well, this is sort of how this is the direction we're heading in. It's even like JC2Co boards and like print boards and what have you, or digital boards as well. Everything's digital now. Everything's moving. Everything is moving now. And again, that's not to say print is dead by any means. It's just to say that this is where we're heading. This is where advertising and promotional bits and pieces. This is the way they're heading, I think. It's the way forward. Motion is the way forward. If you don't know it, get into it now.
Exactly. Yeah, and lockdown has probably made it even more important because everybody is so much more online than they ever have been.
Yeah.
I mean, look at what happened with the supermarkets. They just couldn't keep up with demand.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the figures were, but it went from, did it go from like 20% of people shopping online to get their weekly food shop or whatever to like 80% or something like that?
Yeah.
And I can't quote figures. I've probably got it all wrong, but I know that they really struggled and everybody panicked and started buying toilet paper, didn't they? God.
Yeah.
Like so much toilet paper.
The toilet paper was ridiculous. I didn't get it. I didn't get that. I didn't get the toilet paper thing. There was toilet paper and the hand soap, right? Okay, I got the hand soap a little bit, I suppose. But it was like the toilet paper. Like how much? How long are you expecting to...
How shitty does your bottom need to be?
Well, how many poos do you have a day? Like, and if you got...
Are you not a clean wipe?
Yeah.
You need to cut down on those KFCs.
But like literally fighting over like toilet paper. And it used to be like, okay, I'm going to go in and walk out of the store with like a massive, like, you know, massive case of toilet paper and stuff, and you'd feel like, you know, oh, well, I'm not going for a massive poo. Now everyone was just like jumping all over each other just to get like the last toilet roll. I didn't get it. I just didn't get it at all. It was a bit annoying.
Insane.
I started to get a bit scared when I was on like just like 4 rolls left or 3 rolls left. And the panic started to set in, and I thought, shit, maybe I should have like fought for my toilet rolls like everyone else. Why didn't I fight for my toilet rolls? You can
always resort to kitchen roll, can't you? Kitchen roll can always come in handy.
There you go, kitchen roll. Or no, I'm not even getting into this. I have said other.
Do the shake and.
There are other methods, but we won't even get into this. But...
All right, let's move on. It's my fault. It's always me reducing things
it to
a
shit.
kind of. Yeah, basically. Yeah, you know me very well. Oh dear. So another thing that I really wanted to chat with you about, because I didn't realise this about you, Dan, is that when my husband Tom finally got himself upgraded his PC so he could do some better gaming in the attic in his den.
You said that like you were pissed off about that. What's the matter with it?
I am.
He's always in there. He never comes down to see me.
No, I love it. It's I get a bit of peace and quiet.
Oh, yeah.
I've got my own. Yeah, because he's so noisy. He's not at all. He's very chilled out. I'm the annoying one. He gets some peace and quiet. I've got my own den in this room I'm talking in now. Actually, this is the spare room. This is where guests stay. But we've got a little. We've only ever had one telly, and then last year, when it started to get a bit cold and dark. I said to Tom, I think we should get a telly for in here. So we end up like coming in here sometimes to watch West Wing until the early hours of the morning.
Yeah.
But I've also set it up as our kind of a little gaming den for me because I've got my Switch hooked up to it.
Yeah,
but, I mean, we're a bit naughty. We've got a PS4 downstairs in the lounge, and then we've got this new gaming PC in the attic, which is the reason why we started talking about this. Anyway, you messaged me dead excitedly and said,
what's his spec?
Because I obviously, what's his spec?
Yeah, what's his spec?
And I showed it to Tom, and Tom rubbed his chin like this. And he's like, yeah, that's very, very good. He said, oh, he's got an X2525. I'm like, don't know what that means, but I'm assuming it's good. And as you know, all I know about when you build a PC is that as long as you spent the most money on the graphics card and potentially a fan to keep the thing cool.
That's it. You just need a graphics card and a fan. Just mash them together. Yeah. I'm always excited about PC builds. I've built my last 4 PCs, and once you've built a couple of them, like they're really easy to sort of put together. You do spend a bit of money on them if you're like me, because I just want the best thing all the time, and I want everything to run like buttery smooth and everything else. But I've always had like a PC. I don't own a console. The last console I owned was a SNES, I think. No, or was it an Xbox?
SNES.
It was a SNES. Yeah.
Xbox One.
Yeah, maybe. I can't. Do you know what?
When were you born? 1982.
81.
81, okay.
Yeah, so it was like Commodore 64, and then it was Amiga 500, all cracked games. This was all cracked games. This was like
you bastard.
I know, amazing. The heyday.
I had an Atari ST, and I was always jealous of people like you. I always thought the Atari ST was shit.
No, Amiga 500.
But it was good, wasn't it?
Amiga 500's where it's at. And
come on.
and then it was SNES. Yeah, I love the SNES, man. Oh man, love the SNES.
That was amazing, wasn't it? What were the games? Was it Street Fighter?
Yeah, it was like Street Fighter and like Chrono Trigger and Secret of Mana.
I think that was the first time we experienced RSI in the fingers, didn't we? We were just constantly
I called it gamer's thumb. I used to get like a blister on my thumb just there, but not even on that bit. It was on like the bit in the joint. Oh no, look, you got a gamer's thumb.
I've got a blister on my thumb, but you know what? From playing
what?
Animal Crossing.
That's amazing.
You don't even kill anyone. There's no like shoot them up.
What button are you spamming in Animal Crossing? Fish, damn it. Mine gold or whatever it is. Do you mine gold? Crafting. Yeah, what are you doing for that?
I'm so embarrassed.
What are you doing there? What are you doing for that? Because you're clearly grinding something, aren't you? So like, what are you getting? Are you farming stuff?
Oh dear, I don't know. It's just
Cats and fish. I've never played it. I want to play it. I know I've never played it. I know I've heard too much about it.
Do you know? I'm like, you've actually made me cry. I actually love it so much because it's just so cute and gentle, and there's no violence, which is very unlike me because normally I love a lot of violence. And it's very gentle, and you get to meet friends in the online world and send people you love gifts, and it's just very mundane. There's like no purpose to it other than crafting things for your house, fishing, picking up twigs. I was actually playing
picking up twigs. Like, is that what you're doing? Just like spamming them.
They make fishing rods.
Pick up the twigs, please. Pick up the twigs.
Exactly. Well, I was playing it so much during lockdown because what else are you going to do?
Yeah.
And we went out for regular walks. You know, when you were allowed to go out once a day, we would sort of try and find a quiet time during the day, and we'd go to the park down the road here, which is really nice and big, and yeah, it was good. And we were walking through this like wooded glen bit, and I saw this massive twig next to the tree, and I literally hesitated, stopped, looked down at this twig and went, oh, I need to pick that up. And I went to pick it up and I went, what the fuck am I doing? I was so in that world. I've got... Oh, you know, it's so funny. I'm in this... I've you know, Gav Strange from Bristol, who works at Ardman.
Yeah.
So he's obsessed with Animal Crossing, along with loads of other lads. And he, when he found out I was on Animal Crossing, he invited me to their WhatsApp group. And it's only about 6 or 7 people in there.
Oh my God.
And they're obsessed. They're obsessed. Oh, has anyone got that latest pinball machine? Gav won't mind me saying this, by the way. And one of the lads, Johnny, he's got a room which he calls the murder room because it's got a refrigerator in there. Like you remember that? No, not a refrigerator, a freezer, like a chest freezer. You know the ones?
Yeah.
And then like a sort of weird, I think he calls it his meth lab. And then he's got like all these different mad costumes. You managed to get one of those costumes. Oh, it's so fun because you can customize. It's quite creative. You can customize a lot of things. And one of the lads on there, they're all lads. One of the lads on there, and I'm pathetic, by the way, because whenever I chip in and try and contribute, they're so experienced with the game and so far ahead of me that I just ask really stupid, naive questions all the time, like, oh, I just found a really nice plant in the shop. Would anyone like one? And they all just ignore me.
Oh, no.
No, they don't. They say, oh, that's really sweet, but we've already got one of those.
Yeah, we've already got one.
Babs. I love that, Babs. But anyway, so I love.
I like those. I like those kind of games. I love that. I love those games. You know, where you just like zone out for a bit and stuff. Like, so I used to play a lot of Minecraft with my stepson, with Jack, and like, we would sink hours into it, just building all sorts of crap. I just get stuck into it though. I'd always find like a cliff edge and just build like a house out of the cliff, and I'd want like the most scenic view and stuff, and he'd just be there just like crafting shit and and like getting potions and doing all the stuff, like all the really intense stuff. And I'd just be there just like making houses and making sure the bed was in the right place. I spent like an hour moving a fucking bed from one place to another and go, yeah, that'll do. Now that looks
you
good.
would like Animal Crossing.
Yeah, I love
you
all
would
that
definitely
crafting
like
stuff.
it.
I know, it's just time, isn't it? It's just bloody time.
It's
like
time.
It's
time.
an absolute time suck at the moment, and like me in between bloody houses at the moment. It's just yeah.
Animal Crossing's probably a little bit cutesy and lovable, and it's definitely been something that has got me through lockdown. But my usual kind of genre is zombies and murderous kind of games where, you know, you go around killing other people, which is awful, isn't it, when you think about it?
You're a terrible person.
But Tom knows that if I get one of those epic games on the PS4, like Red Dead Redemption 2, which actually,
That's amazing.
To be fair to Red Dead, that was a beautiful game.
It's amazing. And
have you played it?
I've played it, right, but only on PC. I haven't got any latest consoles, right? So Jack's got those, right? But I'm a PC game, and I'll wait for any game to come out on PC until I play it, because that's how nature intended on the PC. I tell you. But like
the graphics are better. Oh
my god! It's amazing. But I've only played about an hour, 2 hours of it, and like already I just think, okay, this is another time suck. You know what I mean? You just get lost in it. Suck. So like, I mean, I love games like that. I love games like The Witcher. The Witcher 3 is like quite possibly the best game I've ever played. And then that developer, that CD Projekt Red, they're bringing out Cyberpunk 2077. So when that drops, get ready. I'm gonna lock myself away for like 6 months just to absolutely cane it, and just like, I'm not accepting anything. I'm just gonna be like, I'm gone.
Well, if it's along the kind of whole Blade Runner theme, I can imagine that would be, you know, heaven for you.
Yeah. You honestly look into it; it looks insane. So
okay, what's it called again?
Cyberpunk 2077. Yeah.
You are such a geek.
I know, I love it. I love all this though.
You're in such trouble.
but I'm definitely going to get a Switch at some point, because Jack's got one. I want one as well. And
they're great.
If I get Animal Crossing, you can sell me plants or we'll do whatever.
I can't wait to see your little character wandering around with those massive headphones on.
Don't talk about my headphones, Katie.
Sorry. You do look a little bit, you know, ridiculous.
Right.
No, I'm just winding you up.
I know I look ridiculous. Look, this is like me alone playing games alone. Yeah, and now look, I've let you in.
Yeah,
I've let you in.
With your egg cartons
on the wall. Cartons on the wall. I've let you in. Look, I've let you in. Now you can see how stupid I look. This is it. I've just.
I should feel honoured. But you know what? Talking about feeling stupid, or looking stupid. The only problem with the Switch and Animal Crossing, right, is that, and somebody said this on Twitter, and I burst out laughing because it's so true. When you sort of go into your house in Animal Crossing, or go into different buildings, the screen goes black,
right,
whilst it loads up the next bit. Now I know this is something you PC owners don't have to worry about, because it's so fast and furious. You don't have to worry about loading screens. But on Animal Crossing on the Switch, it goes blank for like maybe 3 or 4 seconds, and you catch your own reflection. And usually you've got double chin going on, and you look so like blank. Yeah. Like you look at yourself and you think,
it's like,
oh shit.
It's like,
do I look like that?
it's like the realization of playing Sims, right? So you'll play Sims.
Yeah.
You'll play Sims for hours. Like, we've all done it. You play Sims for hours. My Sim's amazing. Wow, he's so handsome. He's got like 10 girlfriends. He's got a massive house. Got a brilliant job. And you're sitting there 4 a.m. in your pants thinking, oh my God, what am I doing? I've just created someone that's like infinitely better than me. What's happened to my life? And it's that sort of realization.
Okay.
That was the last time I played Sims, and I was like, I need to go to bed. I'm never putting it on again. It just instant depression.
This is the thing. Games are magic, aren't they? They're absolutely wonderful, but sometimes you just think, what am I doing with my life? I should be learning something. But at least they're interactive.
Yeah, exactly.
At least they're interactive, not like watching television.
Exactly. I think games are like the logical step up in like design and stuff like that. I think like you know you start from something static, you make that something static move, and then if you can make that that movement interactive, that's it. You've just, you've made it. I'm not talking about like Flappy Bird or anything like that. I'm talking about like meaningful apps and meaningful games,
Flappy Bird. Do you mean Angry Bird?
Well, either. Yeah, Angry Bird's actually quite cool. Like the
I've never heard of Flappy Bird.
You know that thing where like you tap the screen and the bird just jumps up? That thing, like, it's just crap. It's awful. You haven't missed anything. It made millions, apparently. It was like the most simplest game ever, and it made like millions or something.
Don't you think it's funny, though, with games, especially things like the Sims or Fallout 4? It's so interesting when you get chatting to your friends how they play it. It reveals so much about their character. So one of my friends admitted to me that on Sims, once he realised that your Sims could pretty much put up with lots of kind of neglect, what he did is he built a basement prison
I've heard that
this
as well.
poor Sim. Yeah. And he just made him write constantly and earn money for him. And every now and again, apparently he would just walk around really kind of like lost and sad. And because you couldn't like make him go to the loo because he'd actually built this room so that he couldn't escape.
I've heard that as well.
And just made him work. And I'm like, how can you live with yourself? I mean, he's in a mansion and he's made loads of money. And then I've got other friends who've admitted to me that in Fallout, once they learn, or even Skyrim, another fantastic game, once they work out how to make an insane amount of money, they will just do that and exploit other characters because of it. And it's like, yeah, actually thinking about them, that makes a lot of sense. Quite dark.
I know, yeah.
Whereas I kind of bound around. This will make you laugh. I don't know if I've said this story in another podcast, so apologies if I already have. But my friend was trying to teach me how to be a better Skyrim player. And he was like, bring your PlayStation 4 around. We'll have a look and see where you're going wrong. Now, I was going wrong in two main areas. One was every time like a wolf or a dragon came along, I would run around and panic and in a circle and stare at the floor. So he had to teach me how to sort of stop panicking when there was a dragon and raise my sword and go for it, because it's a bit of a wuss. Because I just loved Skyrim for picking flowers and crafting things. Didn't really want to progress in the game.
I love that.
But then he was like, "Okay, why? Let's have a look at your inventory. Let's see what's in your knapsack. Let's see what's going on." And he opened it up, and you know how you have a weight limit, so you can only carry so much.
You're carrying 10 tons of petals or something.
No, even worse. I was carrying about 100 wheels of cheese. And he said to me, "Why are you carrying so much cheese?" And I was like, "Because I like cheese." I just thought, look, there's cheese. Go and pick it up.
Look, Skyrim is open-ended. You play it however you want to play it. You get as much cheese as you want.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Thank you, Dan.
You go cheese mad.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't progress anywhere in the story. Just get cheese.
And I won't tell you about how I got that cheese, because that would just be
stealing it. Were you stealing it from the peasants? from the common folk?
I was creeping into people's... I was trying to up my sneaking skills by sneaking into people's houses whilst they slept, slitting their throats in their bed, cheese. And then stealing all their cheese.
That's one way to play it.
So if you ever come round to my house in Manchester and there's like one piece of cheese left in a buffet table, and we both lock eyes because we both spotted it.
Jesus, you'll stab me over it. So.
Good. God no. This is the thing. We wouldn't do these things in real life, would we? It's absurd, some of the things we find ourselves doing in these games.
Yeah, but it's fun, isn't it? It's all just like fun and just messing about and like
safe space.
Yeah, definitely. And just playing around. Just to like get all the day's thoughts out your head and stuff. It's just nice to just brain out and just play something that doesn't really mean anything, but it's fun. Like, it's engaging. Like, I've had people say, you're such a geek, or like, I think gaming gets a bit of a bad shtick sometimes.
Totally.
But then you've got those same people like watching endless episodes of EastEnders and stuff, and I think,
you can't exactly turn around and tell them off. What does it mean? I've been called a geek since I was a kid.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I remember that was one of the bullying things that I got.
It's great. I love being a bloody geek. I'd be a geek any day.
I think geek's a great name.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think it's something that we should be ashamed of.
No, not at all. It's Hayes. I love being.
Have you got any cosplay costumes?
Well, crunch and gear change. Yeah, let me just go and get my Overwatch outfit out. I don't. Yeah.
I love it.
Are we dressing up now? Should we do this now? No.
Should we do it? I haven't actually got anything.
I haven't. No. I haven't. No. I've never done it.
You haven't ever gone down that avenue.
I've never gone down that avenue.
No, me neither.
Yeah.
Me neither.
You bloody have.
It looks cool. I haven't at all. I'm boring. Honestly, I think it's amazing. Some of the costumes that they do, all the details that they go to.
But it's not.
Oh my God,
it's not for me. No, I don't know. I've never been like attracted to that sort of side of things. I've been to I've been to Res and like EGX and stuff like that. And it's great to just like walk around and just play games, especially with like indie games. I absolutely love indie games.
Yeah.
Indie games are amazing. But when you go to these you go to these events and you sit down and talk to the developers, and then like about 2 years later their game's mainstream and it's just fucking this is amazing. And it's like, I love that side of it because everyone's starting, everyone's trying to, craft their own way into like this creative domain, and like they're just trying their best, and like the games are awesome. It's just great. I love that side. I love that side of it more so, like especially recently with all the AAA stuff that's been happening with like loot crates and crap like that and pay to win and stuff like that. I hate all that stuff. But when like you see like an indie developer and they're like about 5 people strong or 10 people strong, and they're like do this game and it's just like amazing. Like, yeah, there's something really, really cool about that. And you find them, they're a lot more deeper. You find that the stories are a lot more deeper and like, like blood, sweat and tears have gone into this. And that's not to say with AAA games, like, the blood, sweat and tears doesn't go into this. But I think from what I've been hearing in like a lot of documentaries as well, like No Clip is an amazing like YouTube channel. But like from what I've been hearing, is that the reason why these indie developers start on their own is because they want to break free from this AAA mentality of like the grind and work, and you don't see your family for months on end kind of thing, and they want to break free from that.
It's a tough industry to get into.
It is, but it shows that like with indie games as well, like it can happen. Like you can have it, you can actually work in this way, and yeah, it's hard. Everything's hard, isn't it? But like it doesn't have to be as hard as when someone's cracking the whip and you're doing it for a big company, But I absolutely love indie games. There's loads of them out there that I've completed. Hyperlight Drifter was a recent one, which is so cool. But
amazing. And there's so many new platform games, which I love, because that really kind of feels quite nostalgic. But with all the technology they have now, some of them are just so cinematic and beautiful. What was that game that was very popular last year or the year before? It's just where it starts off, a boy just drops down. Oh, yeah. And it's just from left to right. What was it called?
Yeah.
Inside. Did you play that?
Completed it. Like it only took like about 3 hours.
We won't spoil it for people.
No.
My God.
But it's
what the fuck?
Yeah, it's so good. And like the end, you're like, what?
Oh, amazing.
There was what was it?
I couldn't cope with it. Don't laugh at me, but I couldn't cope with it. I was so terrified.
Yeah.
I got my husband to finish it.
Yeah, because like
I was like, "Can you just finish it for me? Because I can't cope."
The end was weird, wasn't it? Obviously, we won't say anything, but even like the first 10 minutes of it, when you're getting chased by dogs, oh my life, no! And then you get caught by those dogs. No. Yeah, you're like, what? And it's all just like, it's all just like silhouettes and stuff and it's just so beautiful, like that. It's games like that, and even though they only last like their playtime is like only about 2 to 3 hours, 2 to 4 hours, it's still worth it, man. I buy loads of like indie games. I love all that.
Yeah, I mean, I loved Inside because the story was just so weird and it had such a surprising ending, and it really kind of took you on this emotional roller coaster, and you were like, who is this boy? And what is his mission? And then it was almost like when you put down an amazing book and you're just like, you have to literally, you're exhausted by it. You have to fall back in your chair and go, oh my God, it's like that was amazing. Yeah, definitely.
And you I started Googling, like, what does the ending mean? What does this mean? What does that mean? Another one like that was Limbo as well. Did you play that?
Yes.
Which was
Was that by the same people? I think it was.
Was it? I don't know.
Was it?
I don't know, but
God,
Limbo came
quickly
first.
Go to check phone.
But Limbo came first, and then Inside was after. I don't know if it was the same company. But that was nice. There was another one, right? There was this indie game. I can't remember the bloody name of it, right? Where like you'd.
Yes, it is Limbo. You're right. It is the same people, and it was made. It was made by, hang on, Aunt Jensen. And it looks like it came out in 2016. That
was Limbo, is it? Or Inside?
No, Inside.
Okay.
Limbo came out in 2010.
Crazy.
So we're very behind. Well, look at us. We're old. We're has-beens. There'll be people listening to this going, "Oh, that's yesterday."
Yeah. But it could be so yesterday. But these are like these have become like cult classics. You know, these are like, you know, when these have become the blueprints for like the next this style of next game. There's another game, and I can't remember the name of it, and you're basically just this one character and this one bloke. And it was sort of like a platformer, but you could stop time and you could reverse time, and then depending on it was so like my brain was melting by the end of it because the puzzles in it were so weird, but it had this weird story attached to it, this incredibly deep story attached to it. When you start Googling it and start looking into it, it was like this is such a weird, like, oh my God, how do you even think of this? And that again, it's just that indie development mentality. And Fez is an amazing indie game. I could go on about indie games all day, sorry. But yeah.
No, I love it. It's nice to talk about games with somebody who loves games as much as I do. It's only been the last couple of years that I've got back into them, because before that, I don't know, I fell down a kind of, growing an agency and working too hard wormhole. So it's nice to be revisiting things and also going back to the games that I really loved as a kid and realizing how the gameplay is still amazing. Yeah. And, we used to huddle around. I mean, I don't know what your childhood was like, and I'm going to ask you about what it was like in a minute, because I think we have very similar experience in that. But we used to huddle around at my dad's computer. Two of us would be on the joystick, normally the older ones, because the younger ones could fuck off. They could have the keyboard and the mouse, maybe, bless them. We were mean. And we'd all huddle around and play Gauntlet.
Yeah, definitely. Oh my life, that was amazing. Wasn't it like there were like thousands of levels or something like that, and there was just like pickups everywhere. It was just insane, wasn't it? Yeah, Gauntlet, I remember that.
And then like Micro Machines 3 a bit later on.
Yeah.
Which was always hilarious.
Yeah.
Always getting pushed off that snooker table and around that toilet rim.
Did you play Bomberman at all?
I did briefly. I think that was more what Nick and Gareth, my mates who live behind, were into, and Tom loves Bomberman, and he's tried to get me into it a couple of times. It's just such a simple concept.
Simple. Like you don't even have to play any of the other levels. You play the first level, bricks, a grid, done, and it's just amazing. I love it. I took my own.
I loved Bubble
as well.
Bubble was a good one as well. Anyway, go on.
No,
you were gonna say.
I was just gonna say I took my laptop to my mate's house like a few months ago, and like they didn't know I was bringing it. He was having a barbecue and stuff, and then I brought all the pads round as well, and I was like, look, I've got like some SNES ROMs on here, so like let's play Bomberman. And we were playing Bomberman all night, laughing our asses off. And like the last time we like played Bomberman together, we were like, sitting down like small lads sitting in our pants, like around this like CRT, this old TV, and like it was just great, man. Great to like just play around with those classic games, I love all that.
So where did you grow up then? Because that's quite an interesting thing. We similar age. Similar age, yeah, similar age.
No, I grew up in an area called Saltley or Alum Rock, and people in Brum will know of Alum Rock. It's a bit rough, but it's all right. But it's always home. It's my home.
Did you play out a lot in the streets with your mates?
Yeah, definitely. Like so obviously, no social media. Oh, I sound like an old man. Oh, we didn't have phones, but we didn't have anything like that.
Yeah, but it was good though,
it was
wasn't
amazing.
it?
So like the summer nights of like just like building dens and stuff, like nicking wood from someone else's shed to build dens, and just like messing about in the back garden. That was it. Like me and my sister, and then my neighbours, like growing up together and just like getting messy and just getting like being filthy at the end of like the night and stuff, and just making dens and going on adventures and just doing stupid things.
We were just let to go out on our own, weren't we? This was before the time. I think it started to happen in the late 80s and early 90s, where there was a lot of stranger danger, and the childhood that you and I had suddenly wasn't the childhood that the kids after us had.
No.
And with social media that came in later and computer games and all the rest of it, they started to stay indoors. And I kind of only really in the last couple of years have realised how much of how lucky we were as kids to not have what they have now.
I know,
really.
yeah, absolutely. I keep saying that as well. And you do sound, the older the more you say it, the older you sound as well. But it's a shame, because like it was great, man. Like I absolutely loved growing up and like just playing around and not having that pressure of social media and like not having this constant phone in your hand or anything like that. And it's it was amazing. Like making peg guns. God, I could go into that. I'm not even going to tell you how to make one, but just a bit of wood, 2 nails, a peg, and then the metal thing from the peg, and an elastic band. Those things could break windows. But creative. That
we won't go into that.
That was my real mind. That was my real life Minecraft.
I love that. But that's very creative, isn't it? It might be slightly...
Yeah, this is the birth of my creativity. Arson. Vandalism. No. But just like playing around with that, like going on bike rides, like going we went to like the viaduct, like late in the afternoon to like the evenings, and just got left to like
the viaduct.
Like the viaduct.
Is that in Telford?
Near like in Saltley. It was like near the canals and stuff. And like I remember like going there with my sister and my neighbour, and like a guard dog was chasing us on our bike, so I was just crying, riding my bike. Like,
I've done that.
I was like, oh my God.
They were always Dobermans, weren't they?
Or Rottweilers or something like that. Yeah. So.
Oh God.
I know. Yeah, but like, it's just all of that. It's just all of that sort of adventure, and like just without that constant a phone surgically attached to your hand, there's like none of that.
Well, do you know what's really sad? I've been reading a book lately about kind of social psychology and how things have changed over the last sort of 20 years and young people and all the rest, just trying to understand a little bit more about how social media has affected people. And there is kind of a connection for when iPhones dropped and when social media came into play, that there's a connection between the amount of people, especially girls, who are now suffering from depression.
God.
Which is really, really sad. And they point that kind of change to also children staying indoors. And there's like maybe 4 or 5 other factors that they're sort of estimating have played a part in this rise in depression and anxiety amongst young people. But yeah, it's one of them is that as children, we're not allowed to go out and just be on our own again. And my mum used to sort of on a Saturday, on a sort of maybe a summer's day, if my friend Catherine came round, me and her thick as thieves, we were always going out and getting up to no good. And we would go off on our bikes all day long. My mum would pack a packed lunch for us and a bottle of water, and I'd put that on my backpack. And she'd just sort of casually say, make sure you come back before it gets dark.
Yeah.
Which is, it's insane to think of it now, because I'm not a parent, but if I was, I'd be like, oh.
Yeah, you're not going anywhere.
Sure. I'm not sure you're leaving the house ever, young thing.
Yeah.
I mean, when things aren't in lockdown in the way they are now, the children in our street here, it's awesome to see, because, and actually, to be fair, where my mum and dad live now, where it's actually the cul-de-sac I grew up in, you still have the kids playing together in the street. But my mum says it wasn't as much as it used to be.
Yeah.
They stay in a lot and play. All the boys are playing Fortnite.
Yeah. I've actually, like, during this.
Are you playing Fortnite?
No, right, I don't.
Fab.
Right, I don't.
I love it.
Right, I don't. But like, this lockdown has forced my hand. I thought I'd give it a go. My brother-in-law
What's it like?
My brother-in-law plays it, and he was like, "Just get on and have a go." I was like, "Okay." and it was really good. I really enjoyed it. It's so like simple. It's just like last man standing, and you just get power-ups and stuff. But he plays it way too much. He'll probably listen to this and be like, "Don't say that," but you do, mate. Andy, you play it way too much, mate.
Yeah, Andy, way too much,
man.
Did you ever play Counter-Strike?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I played a little bit of that.
That was good fun.
That was like during the Half-Life heyday and everything, which is an amazing game as well.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
But yeah, I used to play a bit of that. I played a lot more Battlefield. That was the one. That's the sort of like war game that I went to. I've played Call of Duty, but only the single player campaigns. I know everyone's, people listening are going to be like, what? But I can't get into the multiplayer. I just think it's like there's people bunny hopping all over the place, and it's just not for me. Like at least with Battlefield, you've got these expansive maps and everything. Look, everything's like cool and like there's a lot more
with your massive headphones on.
Shut up. And it's a lot more tactical with those games. I can't do this mindless kind of thing, spray and pray kind of thing.
Yeah. I know a friend who used to love playing with, I don't know what it was. Which one is it where you can sort of all work strategically together against the other team? Is that Battlefield?
That'll be Battlefield as well. Yeah. I mean, I suppose it's in a lot of them, isn't it? But like,
yeah, but he used to specifically be the one that would fly the chopper.
Yeah. Yeah,
and he was very proud of that.
Yeah.
He would get people in and get people out.
Yeah. I used to just get into the chopper and then fly really high and then bail out and not tell anyone that I bailed out, so they haven't got a pilot, so they just start flying. I was one of those players.
Oh, that's cruel.
I was one of those players. I'm doing it for myself. I'll see you later.
Oh, it's brilliant. Anyway, we've talked about gaming for far too long. It's really funny with this podcast. It's supposed, I love it, and it's supposed to be for the Creative Boom platform that I have, and I end up just chatting shit with everybody.
Good, though. This is it. It's
good fun. I love it.
I love it too.
It's been really nice doing it, and I've actually you're the first person I've interviewed since lockdown began, because I've literally just gone underneath my duvet and hidden and cried.
Oh no!
Oh, it's been horrible. But then, I've had most good days, actually. I've been able to find the silver lining, and I've kind of just adapted and changed and found these different ways of being and coping. And there's only been maybe 2 or 3 days during this whole experience where I've just been like, oh, this is horrible. The world's horrible. Nothing's going to change. Oh, and then with everything that's been happening recently as well, it's just adding another dimension to everything that's going on in the world politically, and it's been very overwhelming. But how have you coped? How have you found the lockdown yourself? Are you one of these sort of very positive people who can always find the silver lining?
I think so. Initially, though, obviously when this started, it was sort of like, oh my God, this is happening. And I thought, well, I can be ready for this. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to learn some new things. But then after a week, it was like, okay, I'm actually terrified. I'm really worried now. The figures continue to go up, rise exponentially, and then I started to really worry for myself and for my family and everything else. And then after that, it turned into like, well, no, actually we're fine, we're okay. And then it turned into, this is great. This is absolutely brilliant, because I'm with my kids 24/7. Which was amazing, and which is amazing. I'm getting to see them physically grow up. Like Leela's speech from the beginning of lockdown to now. It's just brilliant. But I've got to witness that, and I've got to witness her temperament change and everything else. Because she used to just scream at me, but now she's using words, like we're communicating. It's amazing. So I've got to see that firsthand, and it's brilliant. So it went from fear to like, the silver lining, to like when is this going to end, to do I want it to all end? There's just a mixed bag of emotions like going on. My partner's a CPN, a community psychiatric nurse, so like Em's had to like work Monday to Wednesday, Monday to Thursday sometimes. So I'd have the kids up to that point as well. So it's just nonstop. But then also worrying about Evan's education as well. So Evan's 5 and Leela's 2, is worrying about their education as well. So we've been doing phonics lessons. There's like post-it notes of words and digraphs and trigraphs all over the house. And, and you're worried about that side of thing as well. Like, it's just like this never ending, like roller coaster of like emotions of like, this is great, when's it going to end, to like, I think Evan needs to go back to school, and then it's like, I'm never going to I can't send him to a prison just yet because schools are just not equipped for this, and there's just these things like, oh, I should have sent him back to school, shouldn't I? A lot of the emotions like are hinged on like how the kids are basically, and I'm just constantly worried for them. I'm not so worried about I'll be honest, Kate, I'm just so done with COVID. Like I'm done with it. I'm just absolutely done with it. I'm like so sick of it.
Yeah, no, I understand how you feel about that. It's not that you're saying that you're sick of. You're not being selfish in saying that. I think we all feel fed up with what's happened in the world. And obviously we care about those who've been affected, those who've lost their lives. It's just, we want kind of life to return to the way it was before, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's quite a normal human reaction. We just wish this had never happened. And it would be lovely to think that, we can put 2020 behind us and move forward together and, just be hopeful. I mean, during all of this, whenever I've spoken to anyone, I always ask them the question, are you still hopeful? Do you have hope?
Yeah.
Because I felt at times, that I felt very lost.
Yeah.
And, oh my God, this is really highlighting this isn't just a pandemic. This is highlighting a lot of things that are wrong with the world. And it would be lovely to imagine a better world. And then you think, well, that's never going to happen, is it? And then you just go through this, like you say, you go through this range of emotions. It's all very kind of deep and meaningful. And sometimes you just don't know how to process it.
I know. I keep thinking, I don't know when, like, we keep hearing that bloody, the new normal. And like, I'm like, well, if this is it, well, okay, fine. I don't know how long for. Like, all I want to know is like when we're going to be able to go out and get mashed with my mates. No.
Your Instagram is full of fun and parties, isn't it?
And you just think about like, when is that going to happen again? Like I've got false tickets, man. Like we had to miss a gig this year. It's moved to next year. Is it going to be ready for next year? No, probably not. I don't know. Do you know? Like,
well, we don't know. I think it will be. I think it's all going to sort of start to get back to normal. I think. We're talking about going to France in September in our camper van, but we're kind of hesitant. We don't know whether that's even going to happen. And there's talk of campsites opening up in July, but they won't necessarily have toilets and shower blocks open. So as long as I don't mind peeing in my potty...
Yeah, that's what we
having baby wipe baths.
Yeah. That's what.
And maybe saving the poos for home.
Too much detail, Katie.
I know, but I'm just trying to make a joke and make light of a bad situation, aren't we? And it's like, but you will get to see your favourite band next year. We had tickets to go and see, and I've been trying to see this woman since I was 15 years old and failed every single time. So the thing I was most angry about, aside from all the other very important stuff, was that Bjork, my hero, I was not going to see this summer because Blue Dot in Cheshire got cancelled and postponed till next year. And I thought, do you know what? I kind of had a little bit of a moment, a bit of a kind of fucker.
Yeah.
And then I was like, actually, it's okay. Yeah. And we'll figure something out, and we'll do something else. We'll maybe have like a Bjork day. We'll go to a campsite in July and have a Bjork day, and just I'll get a projector and watch a concert on the camper van.
People have just gone to put the word virtual in front of everything, haven't they? Oh, we'll have a virtual Bjork gig instead, and everyone's like, yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, what? We'll have a virtual this or a virtual that. Oh, right, fine.
It's really funny because obviously I run Creative Boom, quite a few people messaged me and said, when are you going to do like, I don't know, a virtual event? Or somebody said very cleverly, a creative Zoom.
Oh.
And I was like, I thought, smart, I'll take that. I won't tell anybody else that came from anywhere else. That was my idea.
But that's a good idea because like,
But I didn't want to. It's a great idea, but I didn't have the energy.
Yeah.
Like I said, you are literally the first person that I've interviewed for my podcast since all this began, because I've just been so walking around like a zombie, basically, which is ridiculous. But there you go. That's just the way I responded. And the other thing I've learned from this whole experience, and it's really annoyed me, is that it's completely messed up my podcast, because I was like, oh, I'm amazing. I'm dead organised. I've got all these interviews in the bag. And I've got it all lined up to go until the end of June. Little did I know that every single one of those podcast episodes was going to become immediately outdated, because so much was going to happen this year. I mean, I thought we were just going to have a really nice chilled out year.
Yeah.
Nothing was going to happen. So I've learned a few lessons from this. If I'm going to carry on doing this podcast and do a season 2.
You got to carry on. What do you mean?
Yeah,
if I'm gonna,
yeah.
You've got to carry on, Katie. It's fucking brilliant, man.
I don't know. You enjoying it?
Totally, man. Just carry on.
Oh, okay.
Why wouldn't you?
All right, you're the man.
What is this? What is this self-doubt?
It just takes well, it's not self-doubt. It just takes up a lot. Yeah, can't be arsed. That's it. You actually tell it how it is.
You just want to go fishing in fucking, what's it called?
I want to play Animal Crossing. Yeah. I want to go away in my camper van. I've got things to do on Animal
Crossing. Like, do you know how many leaves I have to rake from my garden or whatever it is?
I have to shake some trees and collect my fruit and sell it in the shop so I can buy more turnips. And only people who play Animal Crossing will know what I'm saying.
More turnips.
You haven't played Animal Crossing. You don't know what it is unless you have, on a Sunday morning at 11 o'clock, suddenly panicked and realised,
you've run out of pineapples.
You have an hour, well, less than an hour, obviously. You have 45 minutes to go around and quickly make as much money as you possibly can.
Why?
Because you've been dithering all week. No. So every Sunday morning you get a chance to buy some turnips from the turnip lady. I think she's a lady.
She only comes once a week.
Animal. She only comes once a week on a Sunday morning. So you've only got a chance to buy your turnips on a Sunday morning.
And then
it's all stop covering your face. Like it's not like, I might be more geeky than you, but honestly, stop showing your disgust at this Animal Crossing.
Anyway. I love this. No, Katie, I absolutely love this. It's brilliant. Like, yeah,
I love it. So she comes along, and it's like the stock market. And every morning and every afternoon, from Monday to Saturday, you go into the shop and you say, how much would you buy a turnip for today? He's shaking your head.
I love it. It's like, what? This is great. What?
I'm so defensive with my Animal Crossing. I'm like, don't you mock me. Don't you
mock
me for my turnips.
I'm not mocking you. If I could, I would definitely play the hell out of Animal Crossing.
Get a Switch.
Yeah, I am. I'm going to get one. I'll get one.
Get a Switch.
I'll get one, definitely.
Do it. So, yeah, I can't remember what we're talking about now. We just keep going. We keep going back to gaming.
I know, yeah, because it's wonderful.
It is. I love it. It takes me off into another world. Go. I've actually had, the only thing I've had energy for, you know how, like, remember when the start of lockdown, everybody watched Tiger King? Was it Tiger King on Netflix?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Tiger Prawn or something. I don't know. Yeah, Tiger King. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's very, very strange.
Yeah, I've heard about it. I've heard a lot about it. I've heard about the ending and stuff. I was just like, I'm not watching that. I'm not watching it. But apparently it's amazing.
I watched that.
Yeah.
It is good. I watched that, and I watched Normal People. And aside from a little bit of recap on The West Wing, I haven't really watched anything. I watched that new movie. What's it called? Parasite. That was good. I haven't
watched that yet. I know I need to watch that.
That's good. I recommend that. But aside from that, I've just been gaming.
What have I watched? I watched Westworld. Bloody love Westworld. Anything with androids and dystopian futures on there.
I can tell. I love it. I absolutely love it. Have you ever read Neuromancer?
No. But do you know what? I've played the Amiga 500 game in Neuromancer, which is amazing.
Oh, amazing.
Don't ask me if I've read anything, Katie, because I just don't read.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I don't read. I like pictures.
I haven't actually read anything during lockdown. I've been rubbish. Honestly, the only energy I've had is to play computer games. But anyway, I was talking about the podcast. What was I talking about?
Yeah, you're talking about like season 2 of the podcast, and you're saying like everything might be out of date now compared to.
Yeah, so I'm going to just be a little bit more disciplined about that.
I don't understand. Like, how can it be out of date? Like, you know.
Well, people might want to talk about current issues, things that are going on, and you know, that kind of thing. Yeah. And also, I think like I was a bit worried because a lot of them were in person, so I obviously had to keep, repeating. this was recorded pre-lockdown before all of this happened. And and because I was always like really adamant I wanted this to be good quality audio, and so if I could go out and also I just wanted the excuse to go out.
I've got them fucked
and now I've got you. With the background noise and the drilling next door.
It's fine. Nothing's perfect.
But we are going to meet in person when all this is over, and it's safe to,
absolutely.
Aren't we? I want a night out. Okay, so where's a good night out in the West Midlands?
In Brum. You got to go to Digbeth. Just go in Digbeth. You'll be fine there. Digbeth Dining Club.
Do you know what?
And then the Night Owl or something, or I don't know. Just get
sounds
it's
awesome. And get
Dining
hammered.
Club's just like amazing. I miss it so much. Although they've still been like doing orders. Like you can go and pick up your orders and stuff. Still making food and making it to order.
That's
which
awesome.
is amazing. And it is like
lots
the
of
best
stuff.
food ever.
Anyway, this is lovely. So when all this is over next year, we will go out in Birmingham for the Birmingham Design Festival.
Yeah, we'll get our creative on, and it'll be awesome.
When are we going to have an online game?
Of what?
And what would you recommend?
I want to play Animal Crossing, but I need to get a Switch. And I want you to.
Yeah,
I want to go to your house.
I've got a PC upstairs.
You go to your house and you can sell me turnips. And sell me your wares.
I'm not going to sell you any turnips. What? That's not how it works.
What do we do?
No, I'm not. Because those are my kind of like that's my stock. I might give you a bonfire.
You could try kill me in my sleep and nick my cheese.
Oh, Dan, it's been so awesome talking to you, and I really love seeing your face at long last.
It's been nice.
Thanks for the laughs over the years and keeping me sane. And you know what I'm talking about, because you've often sent me really lovely messages when it's all kicking off, or when there's like, I don't know, some difficult times. You've always kind of like given me a little bit of encouragement. Yeah, you're my mate.
I got you.
Let's. We always talk about. You stop calling me Bab. Love it. That's just for the benefit of our listeners. That's a private joke between me and Dan. I just always wind him up saying, "Stop calling me Bab." Anyway, is there anything you want to sort of say before we wrap this up?
I can't even remember what we talked about.
This is why I'm thinking I shouldn't do a season 2.
No, it's great. It's great just to talk. I don't know, just to talk. It's just good to talk,
just
isn't
nice,
it?
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's great, man.
It's nice to see another human being, and just kind of say, yeah, I'm not going crazy. This is we're in a very similar boat, I think, and we'll get through this. It'll be. Better days are to come.
Definitely. And we're definitely going to meet up for Design Festival next year. Yeah.
We are.
Things
definitely.
Are a little more normal.
Don't just say it, because we always say it and when we never do it. So let's make sure.
No,
Pinky promise.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, hun. Thanks again. Right, Babs. See you, Babs.
See you later. Thanks for having me.
Bye. You've been listening to the Creative Boom podcast with your host, Katie Cowan. Thanks ever so much for listening. I hope you're doing okay out there. Stay strong, stay safe. And if you have any feedback or you'd like to chat with me about the podcast or volunteer yourself or someone else to be a guest, then please do get in touch, podcast@creativeboom.com. Otherwise, you can follow my magazine and platform at Creative Boom on Twitter and at Creative Boom Mag on Instagram. Don't forget, you can subscribe and leave me a review. Go to creativeboom.com/podcast. Until next time.